Hi, welcome. Today we're going to talk about interval notation. You've learned about inequality notation. This is interval notation. Let's review inequality notation. Remember with x is greater than or equal to 3, that means it's going to get a closed circle and it's going to be every number greater than. If it does not have the equal sign underneath, it's going to be an open circle and everything greater than. X is less than or equal to is going to get the closed circle, but it's less than, so it's going to be everything to the left. And x is less than 6 gets the open circle. We're now going to introduce new interval notation, and it's going to be using a hard and soft bracket. The hard bracket is going to include the numbers. So like when you have a less than or equal to sign. So this is read as hard bracket 2 to 8 hard bracket. That means it's going to include 2, so it's going to get a closed circle. It's going to include 8, and it's going to be everything in between. Soft brackets, which really are parentheses, do not include it. So it is as if it was x is greater than 2. That means it's going to get an open circle at 2 and an open circle at 8 and everything in between. Here's our example. We have hard bracket, -3, 2, soft bracket. So I'm going to include -3 with a closed circle. I'm not going to include 2, and I'm going to do everything in between. What about something like x is greater than or equal to 3? So I am going to include 3, everything greater than it from the inequality notation. So if I'm going to write this, this is going to be hard bracket to include the 3. And now I'm getting bigger and bigger. I'm approaching infinity, and that's going to get a soft bracket. Hard bracket with a 3, soft bracket, you never want to close infinity. So infinity is always going to have that soft bracket. So when we put that all together, switching over from our inequality to our interval notation, we now have this. We're going to include 3. We get the hard bracket all the way to infinity. Soft bracket, 3 does not include it. Negative infinity to 6, hard bracket, and negative infinity to positive 6. Let's try an example to try and figure out domain and range. So remember, domain is our x. So if I'm thinking along sort of this number line of x, x here is -1, x here is 3. X is not included with this open circle, but it is included with this closed circle. So my domain is -1 with a soft bracket to 3 with a hard bracket. Now we need to switch our thinking up and down when we're thinking about range. So my lowest is a -3, my highest is 5. -3 is not included. So this is going to be -3 to +5 hard bracket. And one more, this is actually array, so this is going to go on forever in that direction. My domain is my x, so along my x-axis, this is at -3 not included, so it'll be -3. Be careful, this is going to positive infinity. Even though it looks like it's going down, it's still getting bigger and bigger, so it's going to positive infinity. My y is my 5 not included, so I'm going to get soft bracket 5, and then this is approaching negative infinity because it's going down.